All warfare is based on deception. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. In war, the greatest strategic victories are accomplished without bloodshed. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. The good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. Move swift as the wind, and closely formed as the wood, attack like the fire, and be still as the mountain. To fight and conquer in all our battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. When weak, feign strength. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. The clever combatant imposes his will on the enemy, but does not allow the enemy's will to be imposed on him. The opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. A wise ruler does not reward or punish his troops for their actions, nor does he inspire fear in them. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. The greatest form of victory is the one that is achieved without battle. Skillful warriors are able to make their enemies come to them. To achieve victory, you must plan for the long term and be patient in the short term. A leader's true strength is in his ability to unite his followers towards a common goal. The art of war is to win the battle before it begins. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. When facing a cunning enemy, it is wise to adopt a straightforward approach. An army's strength lies not just in its numbers, but in its unity. The greatest challenge in war is to subdue the enemy's will to fight. Bravery without strategy is the quickest path to defeat. Appearances can be deceiving. What seems strong may be weak, and what seems weak may be strong. The wise leader avoids unnecessary conflicts and conserves resources for decisive moments. In war, adaptability is as crucial as careful planning. To lead an army to victory, one must understand the psychology of both friends and foes. In warfare, the worst calamities can often lead to the greatest victories. One who is skilled in war can make himself invincible, but cannot necessarily cause an opponent's defeat. The true essence of warfare is to break the enemy's resistance without engaging in direct confrontation. A hasty warrior exposes himself to calamity. The key to victory is not in destroying the enemy's strength, but in shattering his strategy.